Everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 22 of my Master Detective Archives Raincode Let's Play. In the last episode, we began the final chapter, waking up in a abandoned village full of what looked to be zombies. Met up with Kurumi, and we are starting to kind of piece together the truth of Kanai Ward, learning about all sorts of crazy things about the homunculi research, finding apparently the bodies of the fellow detectives with their findings. I'm thinking it's a little suspicious. I don't think that they're actually dead. I think we're going to meet up with them, and it seems like we're being led by Makoto to find the truth behind Kanai Ward. It seems like he wants us to learn the truth of everything. Met up with Yako, the homunculus version of Yako, and yeah, so like we're just slowly piecing things together, and I imagine it's just going to get more and more confusing and learning just more things about what's going on in Kanai Ward. So we are kind of hurtling towards the end here, so let's get back into it. Last we left off, we've got to find Kurumi. She's gone missing, so it's time to go find her. So let's get back into it. I'm really excited to see like what more information we're going to learn today. So yeah, let's get back into it. Let's see what happens next.
She's not here. Kurumi, where are you?
Knowing that Flatty's personality, she would go back the way she came and try looking for her up ahead.
Right. Let's look that way first.
Right here, Master!
Alright, we still haven't come across... Who have we come across? Desihiko, Vivia. Have we come across... no, we haven't come across Fubuki yet. Or... well, not Fubuki. I'm still in denial that they're all dead. No. We're gonna see them all at the end, I'm sure.
Before you know it,
I'd actually be surprised if they actually killed them off. I'd be almost impressed that they went to that far.
Have you been enjoying my party?
So, it is you after all. Makoto Kagutsuchi! It's you, isn't it?
I mean, it was pretty obvious.
The white smoke that knocked us out at the detective agency was from that gift you gave me! What's your goal here? What are you trying to make me do?
Please continue enjoying the rest of the tour.
Damn it!
How many times did I warn you to stay away from him? You should have listened.
This is all about, like, uncovering the truth. I bet it has something to do with, like, Yuma beforehand. Like, is he actually Yuma? Is he somebody completely different? Like, we just have to assume that, you know, he woke up, he has an identification card that says his name on it, but he might be someone completely different.
It's all too late now. Besides, I'm sure from the moment I got on the Amaterasu Express, I was fated to meet Makoto.
It's too obvious of a setup to call it fate. This is way more like the perfect crime or something.
No such thing as a perfect crime. Oh, he's just chilling there. I'm just gonna choose to ignore that. We're just gonna go the other way and look at other stuff. I guess this is the boiler. Let me just look at this boiler. It looks like it can produce a ton of heat.
I get it.
Maybe the heat's moving the turbines to create electricity. Also, I want to see if I'm right about this whole thing with the meat pies being made potentially with, like, dead bodies. Wait. Oh, okay, so we haven't been here yet. That's Fubuki, right?
We're all bunched up over there again. I think we can stick to the same old strategy.
Are we not going to go investigate the body? We haven't been this way. Yeah, that's definitely going to be Fubuki. Okay, so we have to find the pad. I wonder if I'm going to have to go over to where that, the dude's just chilling over there. Alright, let's go check it out. He's probably thinking I'm so rude. I'm just like, I have to wait to activate him. There isn't anything up ahead that can make a sound. Oh, what should I do? Oh, okay, guess we're not going to go see him after all. He's just chilling right there. That's so creepy. Okay, where is this pad? Oh, there it is.
These clothes belong to Fubuki.
Ah, poor thing. Yet again, another one of your friends was devoured. The biggest dimwit survived the longest. Perhaps thanks to her overpowered ability.
It's Fubuki's handwriting.
Homunculus experiment report. My apologies. I do not understand what is on the computer screen, so I will copy it down, word for word.
Okay, that does sound like Fubuki, actually. I was gonna say, I was like, this all, like, if she has, like, some really well-written notes, I'm gonna be sus, but that actually sounds like Fubuki, where she's like, I don't actually understand any of this stuff.
3 years ago, the Unified Government's research facility successfully created the first homunculus. The secret to their success was the DNA used as the core for their artificial cells. Their focus was on individual differences in DNA, so they experimented with various peoples. They found success in one person's DNA. Someone believed
That's
to have
gotta
the
be me.
world's
I bet
greatest
that's
mind.
me. And that's probably why I lost my memories.
But because of that greatest mind, the completed homunculus was able to reflect on its condition.
That's gotta be Yuma.
As a result, it realized it was a homunculus and escaped the research facility.
Oh shit, what if I was a homunculus the whole time? Am I a homunculus? This whole time?
Currently, that specimen is still missing.
That's me. That's me. It's gotta be me.
So the UG's research facility successfully created a homunculus 3 years ago.
And that's probably, I don't know, this whole thing, Makoto's setting this all up for what? For me to discover that I am the homunculus? Or at least the homunculus came from my mind?
And Project Homunculus occurred at the same time.
So that's why Amaterasu Corp grew impatient.
The key point is that the specimen went missing. Probably has nothing to do with this city, though. But what's this about someone having the best brain in the world? They gotta be exaggerating.
I wonder if I'm just gonna have like this aha moment where it's like, oh my gosh, all my memories have come back. Because they talked about, I'm gonna have to go back into that whole thing about homunculi, and because they do say that they retain some of the original persons, like their memories and their mannerisms and things like that. Fubuki's investigation yielded this report about the homunculus experiments.
Yuma!
Kurumi! Are you okay? Where were you?
I'm sorry. I thought I saw someone who looked like Aiko.
Aiko? Your friend who passed away 6 months ago?
Yes. I lost you when I went looking for her. But I got to talk to her a bit. She looked and talked differently from how I remembered. Still, I finally got to say goodbye. I think she understood.
That's good to hear. I got to see Chief Yako back there too.
The chief? Did you speak to him?
No, not really. But he did hand me something that exposes the truth about this place.
That sounds like something the chief would do. Oh, right. There was something I remembered after talking with Aiko.
What do you mean? I'm so glad Kurumi's alright. What did you remember?
Aiko really hated syringes. She'd raise hell whenever the school gave out vaccines.
Where's this coming from?
I'm getting there. I mentioned syringes to see if it was really Aiko I was talking to. Then I suddenly remembered. A few years ago, something bizarre happened in the city.
What happened?
How coincidental that she just happens to be... What, did everybody get a bunch of vaccines and then something happened? It was
Everyone
probably...
in Kanai Ward had to take a blood test.
Oh.
The peacekeepers ordered it, and no one could refuse.
It was to extract DNA, right? To get everybody's DNA?
A forced blood test?
Back then, we were told it was to test for a contagious disease. I had no reason to doubt it at the time. But my grandpa didn't actually get tested. He said it was suspicious how the peacekeepers were enforcing it.
You mean your grandpa who went missing?
Yeah.
And you know what? Grandpa disappeared right after the blood test. He and his friends did everything they could to make sure no one found out they avoided the test. But right after it happened, Grandpa was caught and completely vanished.
Is that blank week?
The same happened to anyone who didn't take the test.
Hold on, Kurumi. By it, do you mean the blank week mystery?
Huh? Yeah, I do.
Okay, a few years ago, a blood test was conducted on all Kanai Ward residents.
All I've heard is that the blank week mystery is a taboo within Kanai Ward. Can you tell me about it? What exactly is the blank week?
I can't tell you anything.
What? Why?
No matter who you ask, you'll get the same answer. That's because no one remembers it.
So is that why the people who didn't take the test disappeared? Because they know the truth? So it's like, what, people got their blood test and also got, like, given something to wipe their memories?
What do you mean? You don't remember?
I woke up one day and the entire city was ruined. It was like a tornado
Oh,
had swept
interesting. Okay.
through. Not only were the outdoors destroyed, but the inside of our homes too. Something terrible must have happened while we were sleeping, but none of the residents remember a thing.
How could that be possible?
In fact, my home was torn to pieces too. But I don't remember anything that happened back then. But that's not all. Within that time, the date in Kanai Ward had moved forward by a week.
A whole week passed while you were asleep?
I think so, but we never quite found out what really happened. When we woke up, everyone in Kanai Ward barely even noticed that it had been completely ravaged. Businesses with dealings outside the city were aware they had a week of no activity, but right afterwards, Kanai Ward was completely isolated, so no one could look into it. In the end, it was all forgotten while things were still uncertain. No, I think it's more accurate to say we chose to forget. It was all too bizarre and scary. It kind of became a touchy subject, and no one wanted to talk about it.
So that's why the blank week mystery became taboo.
There were lots of different rumors about it at the time, but no one knows what really happened. Some people said that Kanai Ward's clocks had all malfunctioned.
You know, like Makoto was talking about, like way back, it seemed like he knew more about Yuma than he was letting on or going on about. It must be because he must be the homunculus, or he is the result of the first successful experiment. And Makoto was working for the United, basically the rivals to Amaterasu, so there's got to be that connection there, right?
Some said we were all drugged by some organization. Others think our internal clocks got messed up and we all fell asleep for a week. But we don't know the truth.
What do you think happened? It's like time froze for the whole city.
All we know is that my grandfather and others like him completely vanished back then. Kanai Ward's unending reign also began right after those events.
Huh? The blank week mystery triggered it?
This is so mysteriful.
That's all I know.
I see. Thank you.
Even I don't know what's going on here. But all that info sure seems useful. She should have told us about that sooner.
You can't blame her. It's taboo, remember?
By the way, Yuma, did you search the whole factory? What was the truth that voice was talking about?
I still don't know. But I haven't checked everything. I don't know what's behind that door.
We've already come this far. We might as well check everything.
Wait! Don't go alone! It's too dangerous!
She sure loves to act before she thinks.
Okay, Kanai Ward's unending reign started after the blank week mystery. I'm actually pretty curious about how this all connects. A few years ago, a blood test was conducted on all Kanai Ward residents.
What's wrong?
Well, I think I heard some strange noises inside.
I also hear something. Kurumi, it might be dangerous up ahead. I'll go first.
Huh? But...
Leave this to a detective. I'll be right back once I've confirmed it's safe. Then we can check it out together. Please don't disappear on me again. You had me worried back there.
Okay. But... please be careful.
Alright, here we go. These are people, right? This is when we're gonna realize that the meat buns are people. Yep, it was so obvious. As soon as you talk about, like, people disappearing a corpse disposal facility, and they also happen to make meat buns. I mean, come on.
Hey, is that... a corpse? A human corpse?
It's on the conveyor belt!
Then, those meat buns...
I mean, what, that's just, you know, that's just good business. You got a bunch of bodies, you need to make food.
No way! You're kidding! This is horrible!
Did you end up having a meat bun? I don't think he did. I think he kept talking about how he hadn't had one yet. But Chief Yako liked them, and so does everybody at Kanai Ward. So everybody is inadvertently cannibals in the city.
Why make such a thing?
Master, there's something else over there. We should check everything first.
I don't even want to think about what's up ahead. They're all real corpses? What is this?
This is a fridge, isn't it? I don't know, but it looks kind of cold. So many refrigerated bodies. Whoever did this must be a total psycho.
What's going on here? These aren't fake. They're real human corpses.
Master, look! There's something in its pocket!
It looks like a note, but the handwriting's hard to read.
Maybe someone was rushing to write this before they died.
Where am I? Man, how perfect that the body we check happens to have this note. Where am I being taken to? Everyone here is a dangerous criminal that deserves the death sentence. The ruthless killer, that vile kidnapper, everybody is crying as they pray to God. Will we be serving our sentences here together with no trial? What? So, okay, so it's not just... It's specifically people who've committed crimes that are getting killed, or is it everybody who dies? Including, like, the victims. Shit, if only we'd never been caught by the WDO. They locked us up here like animals. Oh! The World... Wait. The World Detective Organization. What? Hold on, hold on. If only we'd never been caught by WDO, they locked us up here like animals, those bastards. We were brought here by the WDO's #1. He's called the world's greatest mind, isn't he? What is going on? Wait, what? Why would the top detective do this? What is he thinking? How can this be allowed? What will happen to us? Wait, I thought I was gonna be the one. So they're saying #1, and then like there's the explosion that happened. Okay, wait.
The note cuts off here.
How convenient to have this note that reveals that the WDO is behind this.
What? The WDO did this?
That's gotta be bogus, right?
I want to believe that too. But why would someone write down a lie in their final moments? If what's written here is true, then I don't know what to believe anymore.
Well, if these guys are all dangerous criminals, they didn't
Wait.
deserve
So
to
they
live
said
anyway, right?
they said that he disappeared. The world's greatest mind or whatever, who's #1. But we've seen him What if he's, like, what if he's fake? What if he's not actually... Wait, hold on. What if it's me? What if, like, the number 1 there is, like, a fake? It's been set up since we never see him in person. And it's actually me. Like, maybe I'm actually number 1, and then they gave me amnesia or sent me off somewhere, I don't know, to protect me, or, like, to hide the truth about me being a homunculus? Okay, I'm so confused. Because I was thinking, like, it's gotta be Yuma, right? Yuma's gotta be the homunculus. He's gotta be the world's greatest mind. But now they're saying it's number 1. But we've seen number 1. But what if it's not actually number 1? Or where maybe I'm the homunculus of number 1? Except I don't look anything like him.
Just because they're dangerous criminals doesn't mean they should be slaughtered like this. It's not right. And why turn them into meat buns?
Calm down, Master. It's better not to think about it.
Shut up!
I'll make it a solution keep for now.
We are finally catching a glimpse of the truth. But it's not over yet. The mystery you need to solve awaits outside the factory. You want to expose all truths, don't you? Then press on, detective! Hurry! Before you can't trust anything anymore. So that you can keep trusting in yourself! Come on! Solve the mystery!
A memo found in the pocket of a corpse in the factory refrigerator. It appears to be a criminal captured by the World Detective Organization. Alright, are we gonna go get Kurumi at this point, or are we just gonna leave her behind? We gotta go get her, right?
Yuma! What's wrong? What was in there?
No, there's nothing. Nothing at all.
Huh? Oh. Too bad. What is it? You look pale.
No, I'm fine. It's best if Kurumi doesn't learn about the meat buns yet. She's been eating those things for so long.
Alright, so we're gonna go this way.
The truth is waiting ahead. Are you ready, Kurumi?
Yes, of course.
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
Huh?
Never mind.
We can get out this way. Watch out! You'd end up pretty mangled if you slipped on a slope like this. Phew.
Oh, there is one of those.
Two? What is it?
Let me get it. Let me get it. I want it. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, a Vivia. Actually have one from Vivia. Alright. Man, I really didn't get very many of these, did I? I was pretty bad with that. I think we need a little bit of humor to kind of, like, help with the levity of the situation.
Whew, finally finished a bunch of chores. Maybe I should go make some coffee.
Sorry. I had some soot in my nose.
Vivia, you were in there?
Yeah, I was here the whole time.
You could have at least said you were there. You scared me.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'll start doing that next time.
I don't mind, so please do.
Yuma, you're too kind. You never mind talking to me.
You know, I wonder why he always crawls into cramped spaces like that.
He's a cat. He's basically a cat person.
You find it calming in there, right?
Likes
But
tight spaces,
wouldn't you
likes
be
to
better
sleep all
off
the
on a
time.
couch or bed?
If comfort level must be quantified in terms of the physical strain on your body, then yes. But this reminds me of something.
Reminds you of what?
Well, what do you think?
What Vivia remembers when he's inside the fireplace.
Like, what, being in the womb? I'll say good memories.
Is it a good memory?
Yes, that's correct. When I was young, my parents would always discipline me by locking me in the storage room.
Damn, I really wish I'd got more of these gumshoe gad things, because it really does, like, it's basically like the free time events in Danganronpa, where it's just like, you don't really know too much about these characters, like, even less so, I feel like, than in Danganronpa. You don't get a lot of time with them. That's one thing that I found a little bit of a bummer about this game, is, like, yes, you do have each case you get to hang out with the detectives, and you learn a little bit, but it's very surface level. That's why, yeah, I should have, like, sought out these things more, because you learn these little tidbits about these people that are supposed to kind of be like your co-workers, essentially.
When I'm in here, I can relive those memories.
Huh? They don't sound like nice memories if you were locked in there. That seems pretty traumatic to me.
No, those are good memories for me. I have many brothers. We all yearned
See?
for our parents'
Like, he has
love.
siblings. Did not know that.
So, no matter what shape or form it took, I
Jeez,
was
that's
happy when
pretty
my
fucked up.
parents
That is
paid
pretty
attention to
traumatic,
me.
where it's just like, it's a situation where an abused child, right, just wants, like, any attention, whether it's positive or negative.
I see.
I know. How about you join me, Yuma? Once you get used to the back pain, it's actually not so bad in here.
That definitely explains his bad posture.
No, I think I'll pass.
Master, you and Vivia seem to have grown closer. My heart's pounding just thinking about what might happen.
Oh, How has nobody seen this?
A massive chimney. This looks like the public bath for the village.
Like, that doesn't look like smoke to me. That looks like some weird... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like it's opening up a gate to hell or something.
Whoa! What's that?
What is that machine? It seems to be connected to the chimney outside.
Whatever it is, it's a bit excessive.
Could this be part of the truth he mentioned?
Master, there's a switch. What do you want to do? Oh.
See, we check out some other stuff beforehand. It looks like a battery powering a nearby device, but yeah, the central machine is running by itself.
Shinigami, could you check out the top of the shelf, please?
Leave it to me. Aw, no luck. There's nothing special here.
Okay, looks like that's it.
Oh,
Are you going to flip the switch? It stopped.
huh?
Oh gosh, all the zombie... Oh, that's the thing that was causing the rain? Just hitting that one switch. Whoa, what? It's that easy?
has been declared. All
Yeah, look, there's no
residents,
rain.
please seek
There's actual
shelter
sun.
inside.
Wow, I didn't think it was going to be
I
that
repeat,
easy.
a state of emergency has been declared.
Huh.
All residents,
It's like usually you think that, like,
seek shelter inside.
sun would be good. Although this could just be them saying, like, oh, this is bad. But, like, look how pretty it is. I guess when you're just used to the rain all the time, this must be kind of shocking, even though it happened not that long ago. Like, I knew the rain was going to stop, but I thought it was going to be more of kind of a metaphorical thing about, like, getting rid of the darkness of Conai Ward, but I guess we literally did that. Huh.
The sky's clearing up. So the stuff coming out of the chimney was rain clouds?
Huh? This machine's a device that creates rain clouds?
The machine creates artificial clouds to make it rain all over Conai
Was the
Ward.
point of that just to, like, cause, just, like, making people depressed and just kind of gloomy and just basically, like, zombies? And then maybe feeding them the meat buns does something as well, other than there's just disposing of the bodies. Like, it just puts, maybe it just puts people in, like, kind of a passive state where they don't question anything and just go about their days.
To think, even the rain has been artificial this whole time. There is no truth in this city. Everything is a lie.
A device located in the restricted area, it can artificially generate rain clouds.
What is this?
I figured the noise it was gonna bring all the homunculi. I'm gonna call them zombies. To me, these guys are basically zombies. Oh shit. Oh, they're fast too. Okay, I gotta get my hands ready in case I need to be doing some button pressing here.
What's going on? What's happening?
Oh, Kurumi. Something's happening with her. Oh shit.
Kurumi!
Maybe it's because she's a... Maybe it's because she's like a Conai Ward resident. She's affected by the lack of rain, and that's why they told everybody to go inside. Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. Alright, do an exposition dump, my dude. Give me everything. Tell me what's going on.
We should turn off the alarm before we celebrate our reunion. Aren't you worried about Kurumi's body? Here, lend me a hand.
That's gonna have people questioning though, right? Like, whoa, what happened? Why was there sun for a moment? Maybe that'll wake people up. Because they don't want people to see the sun for whatever reason. It, like, placates them.
The rain is back.
It seems like things have settled down. What was that?
Is it because I stopped the device?
Master, be careful.
Congratulations, Yuma. You finally arrived at the truth of this city.
Congratulations. Enough! I've had enough of your games!
Games? I've been taking this seriously the entire time, especially when it comes to Conai Ward.
What is your goal? Why are you doing this?
You still don't know? I want you to understand the truth about this place.
The truth? You mean this big device?
This is but a small portion of the truth. Of course, I'm the one who created this contraption, although it's a rather makeshift design. Using the old bathhouse's chimney was brilliant, The melding of my genius ideas and the world's best technology.
Why did you even make it?
I don't owe you any explanations, but you've made it this far, so you deserve something.
Oh, joke's on you, because I'm going to go inside the Mystery Labyrinth and figure this all out. I wonder, Makoto can't know about the Mystery Labyrinth, right? But maybe he does.
As you know, Amaterasu's experiment resulted in defective homunculi. Do you know the fatal flaw within all defective homunculi? One is an extreme decrease in intelligence when they're resurrected. In other words, they turn into zombies. They may be immortal, but upon returning from death, they become monsters that seek human
Is the water,
flesh.
like, is the rain supposed to, like, just calm them down? Is that why he did this in the first place?
The other flaw is
Ah,
sunlight.
okay.
Sunlight.
So they're like a zombie and a vampire rolled into one.
When defective homunculi encounter sunlight, they become extremely stressed and lose control. They'll return to normal if you block out the sun. But while they're berserk, they lose all reason and memories.
Reason and memories?
To be exact, it's an allergic reaction to ultraviolet rays. If left in this state, they eventually die.
So, like, everybody in Kanai Ward is now affected by that, not just the homunculi? Because, like, she passed out as soon as she was exposed to sunlight.
But things will continue to spiral out of control. Once they die, they turn into zombies. In other words, sunlight is the greatest enemy of the defective homunculi.
Alright. When defective homunculi encounter sunlight, they become extremely stressed and lose control.
So you were blocking out the sun for them. And to do that, you created a cage of rain over the entire city?
When the clouds grow thick enough to block the sun, rain starts to fall. It's a natural phenomenon. To keep them stable requires clouds thick enough to cause rainfall. I can form rain clouds all across Kanai Ward from here. The altitude and wind conditions make it ideal. The result, of course, is that Kanai Ward became a city of unending rain.
Why build such a major contraption just for some defects?
Defects,
Ooh.
Who are you to say something like
I'm definitely a
that?
homunculus. Definitely. But maybe because I haven't been in Kanai Ward, I'm not a defective one. I'm like, I am the successful one.
What do you mean?
You've lost so much on your long journey here. But now, well, look at your hands. What do you have left?
You're right. Maybe I am empty. But I've been able to face many truths by relying on the strength of my friends. I didn't make it this far on my own. It was thanks to those who helped me.
Especially yours truly.
So, even though I'm empty, I have everyone with me. That's why I was able to corner you.
Corner me?
He's like, I facilitated this whole thing. What are you talking about?
An interesting way to put it. But if you want to corner someone, this is how you do it.
Okay, here we go. Mystery Labyrinth, right? Let's go.
One pull of the trigger and you're
Looks,
dead.
every time I get a gun pointed at me,
Looks like I've got you cornered. Yuma.
I guess I probably have enough of the solution keys.
There's a spark in your eyes. Like you still have an ace up your sleeve.
And of course, people always gotta talk. They don't just shoot. If they
Okay,
did, then
fine.
we...
Play your card. Let's finish
It's a good thing
this.
that the villains like to talk so much. Gives us time to set up the Mystery
Use the
Labyrinth.
power of the Book of Death.
Oh, so he does know about it. So he's, okay, he's goading me into doing it.
Knows about that?
Alright, so he does. He's like, this activates, right? Whenever I threaten your life, you're gonna
I
jump
hate to
in.
use it now that he spoiled the whole thing, but let's do it. And honestly, you'll be killed if I don't, Master.
Thank you.
The target mystery is the collection of corpses found in the factory refrigerator. Considering the scale of all of this, even I have no idea.
we're gonna be going in
what
by
the Mystery
ourselves.
Labyrinth will look like.
What's wrong? Hurry up.
Well, I guess we did that with the very, very first one
The
that we went
mystery
into.
you want to solve. is right here.
In his head.
Come on.
It's probably in Yuma's head, right?
Expose all of my crimes! It's kill or be killed.
There's no time to hesitate.
Are you sure? One wrong move, and you'll be forever trapped in the Mystery Labyrinth.
Of course. And I won't blame you if that happens. You've saved me so many times
There's no time to
already.
hesitate, but let's talk for 5 minutes.
All right, here goes.
Right. Let's do it, Shinigami. This may be the final Mystery Labyrinth.
Arise, Mystery Labyrinth! Okay then.
Wait, if this is our last one, can we do it normally? You know, together.
Aw, that's kind of cute.
Sure, I don't mind.
Down the rabbit hole we go!
Oh, he didn't get paused. Okay. Huh, interesting, because usually, right? Yeah, time is paused the whole time. Was he just standing still, just pretending like he was frozen in place? Interesting.
Ow! Why did you let go halfway through?
It's for good luck. We can't just start breaking tradition, you know.
I've gotten used to this view.
In the beginning, you were so terrified of the Mystery Labyrinth.
Maybe that means I've grown as a detective.
It means I've been a phenomenal mentor. But this Mystery Labyrinth seems different from the previous ones.
I figured. We'll finally uncover Kanai Ward's ultimate secret, just up ahead. No matter what the truth may be, I will expose it. Whatever the mystery may be, I'll never turn my eyes away. That's my mission as a detective. Can I count on your support again, Shinigami?
Still relying on others after all this time. Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yes, I am.
Here's the solution key we'll need.
Thanks.
Oh, you've never thanked me for this before. I considered just handing it over normally, but I'm glad I kept it this way instead.
You can do it normally!
Anyway, let's go. Let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth.
Okay, we're in. Alright, cool.
This is Kanai Ward.
Nice to have a change of
The mystery
scenery.
this time seems to be deeply related to Kanai Ward itself. Just like you said, Master, if we keep going, we should be able to expose Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
This place seems fit for the final mystery.
Speaking of, why do you think this is the last mystery labyrinth?
Because the game says so. It's
No
5.
reason. It just feels,
It just feels like that. It's 5. It's always 5.
I think I needed your powers in order to expose Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
I
in
like
the
that she
first
kind of
place.
like called him out on that.
I've got a feeling that when we solve this mystery, our pact will come to an end.
Unless there's a sequel.
Am I wrong?
You know I can't reveal anything about our pact. Regardless, if I train you to be a great detective, there'll come a day you won't need me anymore.
But there's still a ways to go before I can call myself a true detective. At the very least, I have to eradicate all unsolved mysteries from this world and bring happiness to everyone.
Hmm? I think I've heard that before somewhere.
Don't you remember? You heard that from the
Oh.
person who left the strongest impression on you.
I totally forgot about that.
Oh, right, you're just a copycat.
Or am I?
I'm copying nobody.
I
I'm
am a
just echoing what
copycat
they said.
because I'm a homunculus,
Guess
I
you could say
think.
they influenced me.
I'm pretty sure that's
If
what I
that was said
am.
by a detective you admire, it seems like a good idea to aim for the same goal.
I bet I am the, like, I'm probably the homunculus of number 1, I'm guessing.
Anyway, here it comes. It's the mystery protecting Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Then we just need to solve it. Let's go, Shinigami!
Alright, what was the cause of Amaterasu and Kanai Ward's development? And what was it that got the development started? I think the report you picked up in the factory says something. It's the homunculus research, right? That's probably going to be the easiest one.
The mystery of Kanai Ward began with the homunculus research.
Yeah, there's no mistake that's the root cause of what's going on in this city.
So it involves the mystery of the homunculus research? Let's clear it up all at once, Master.
Huh?
Why did the unified government request the homunculus research? For military purposes, medical, it was for military purposes. It's never for anything good. Not to, you know, make the world a better place. It's just so they can have more power.
Right here! The Yuji wanted to create an immortal army, and requested that Amaterasu conduct homunculus research.
Basically, it was for military purposes. So what exactly are homunculi?
They're artificially made human beings. Human DNA is extracted to use as a base to grow human cells. The age, gender, and looks are synthetically copied onto an artificial human.
What's the fun in copying people to begin with? That's something I'll never understand. Humans are such weird creatures.
Okay, that's that person that's been stalking us.
But whose phantom is it?
I bet it's me. Somehow it's my homunculus, maybe?
Huh? It's me!
Yeah!
Why?
Haha.
The mystery phantom is the materialization of someone who wants to conceal the truth. Master, you want to hide the truth?
Me? That's impossible!
Master, quick! Defeat Master right away!
Yeah. Don't go any further!
Okay, so this
There's
is repel.
nothing up ahead! Let's give up and go home. What I'm looking for doesn't exist.
Maybe that? Oh, okay. I should have waited for everything before I slashed at stuff. That wasn't it.
Good luck!
Were there any statements that bothered you? Think carefully and look for any contradictions.
Yeah.
Alright, got it. So, well, we know it's not that one.
Don't go any further!
There's nothing up ahead!
Let's up and go home.
What I'm looking for doesn't exist!
Homunculi are just a fantasy.
Oh, there we go. Let's try that one.
My claim doesn't hold up.
If I just waited.
It's not a fantasy. Homunculi do exist. No, homunculi don't exist. I was wrong. Completely wrong. The homunculi don't exist. Have you even seen a homunculus?
Have I
any
seen a
proof they
homunculus?
exist?
Ooh, we have lots of proof. Hold on, let's check all of the stuff here. Restricted area, homunculus nutrition source, homunculus experiment report memo, UG research organization first successfully created homunculus 3 years prior. Okay, so I'm gonna guess it's probably that one because we're going on to the whole thing about homunculus.
It's true, it was being researched. But that research was cancelled.
That one, maybe? Ah, wrong button, wrong button.
That
Damn it.
research
Maybe I should wait for all of the statements
was a
anyway.
complete failure.
Oh, there we go. That's what I want to do.
This is the truth. No, 3 years ago, the UG successfully manufactured a homunculus. The report Fubuki left me clearly said so.
Well, it was so whiny. I just gave up so fast. So, my character definitely knows more than they realize. Gotta do with my lost memories, right? I don't
So,
want to remember.
That really was me. Why would I be a mystery phantom?
There's no point thinking about these things if you have no clues. Let's keep going. Anyway, the unified government must have really wanted to make that homunculus. They tasked Amaterasu to make it, but set up their own research facilities as well.
They tried to accelerate the research by having these two facilities compete with each other. The unified government was first to have their experiments succeed. But apparently, that was the only successful experiment.
Those are some terrible odds.
What I want to know is the identity of that homunculus they were able to create.
It's gotta be me, right?
According to the report Fubuki left behind,
They found success in one person's DNA. Someone
Guess it's a whole
believed
thing about,
he had
like,
the world's greatest mind.
Number one, right? Number one is the world's greatest mind.
the only successful specimen was from the world's greatest mind.
He's back! The world's dumbest looking mystery phantom!
He looks dumb?
Hey, run away! After him!
correctly said I was dumb.
We're going over all of the mysteries. So first it's the clock tower, and then it's going to be the school, and then it's going to be...
The clock tower! It's blocking the path!
What the heck was the third one? Oh yeah, right, it's the whole thing with the, that resistance group.
Just solve the mystery like you always do. You got this.
Who is the person with the world's greatest mind? That's number one, right? The memo on the corpse. Right? Yeah, we were brought here by the WDO as number one. He's the world's greatest mind.
The true identity of the world's greatest mind was written on a memo left by the dead criminal in the refrigerator. It's the person known as number one of the World Detective Organization. Ah, he ran off again. What's going on? It's like he's trying to lead me somewhere. Shinigami?
Huh? It's nothing.
Okay.
Let's go
That must be the person she was talking about before, right? How she said that she, like, respected a great detective before.
To think, the only successful homunculus was based on the
Oh
world's
gosh,
greatest
that's
mind.
creepy as hell, but really cool. I love that it's like going back to the first case. Oh, with the creepy
But
dolls
if
staring at
that's
me.
true,
Don't like that.
Then there's something else bothering me about it.
Hey, Master!
What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking about how we should keep our focus on Kanai Ward's mysteries.
She doesn't want us to discover the truth
I
either.
mean, the completed homunculus disappeared, right? So that doesn't have anything to do
Maybe
with
she
what's going
realized
on
that
here.
I'm the homunculus and she doesn't want
You
me to
can't
learn
say
the
for
truth.
certain it's unrelated.
Well, number one was that old man, right? You never saw him anywhere in Kanai Ward.
Is he actually number
True,
one, though?
I didn't see him
Maybe
in the
he's
city.
just, I don't know,
See, I told
like
you
a
that
body put
homunculus
there
has nothing
to
do
pretend
with
to be
this
number
stuff.
one.
Besides, world's greatest mind. He got blown up with that
Oh yeah,
building, right?
that's right. We gotta get into that
That's
as well.
true, though I feel like he went down too
Right?
easily.
Too easily. Like they just wanted to get
cares
rid
about
of
that
him.
old geezer? Let's talk about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Like they knew we were coming up to the truth with the
Sure.
homunculus, so it's like, all right, let's pretend that there was a terrorist attack on the WDO, and we'll whisk the fake number one away. Now we're at the school. I like this.
Setting aside how the UG's research facility succeeded in their homunculus experiment, the problem is Kanai Ward. What happened to the research being done here?
Seems like that's the mystery we face.
What occurred at Kanai Ward in the name of scientific research? Okay, so there's the unmanned factory. Okay, it could be the cancellation. Or it could be Project Homunculus. I'll go with Project Homunculus. Honestly, though, they really should have come up with a little bit more of a secretive name. Something a little bit more, you know, like not so on the nose.
Under the UG's jurisdiction, Amaterasu Corp grew impatient and conducted an experiment 3 years ago. That was known as Project Homunculus.
So everything happened 3 years ago. There was the UG's thing, then there was the Amaterasu one.
Wasn't Dr. Weska in charge of that? What was it all about anyway?
I don't know the exact details.
That's what we have to figure out next.
What was done in Kanai Ward for the sake of research?
I wonder what was done to prepare for Project Homunculus.
Looks like that's where we're starting. Good luck, Master!
Oh, the blood test? The blood test, right? I'm guessing that's it.
Something else also happened in Kanai Ward 3 years ago, at the same time as Project Homunculus. All of the residents were forced to take a blood test.
Maybe those mandatory blood tests had something to do with Project Homunculus?
It's true both took place 3 years ago, so I doubt they're unrelated. Which means the blood test wasn't checking for some contagious disease among the residents. They were extracting DNA from everyone to see who was suitable for homunculus research. Wait, if that's the case, then Project Homunculus is... Ah!
Now there's a flood? There are some stairs over there! Master, run!
Right!
Huh? This place seems familiar.
You just noticed, Shinigami?
Yeah, it looks like Doya District. I wonder if we have to go through here.
Seems that way. Okay then. Looks like you discovered something about Project Homunculus.
Yeah, but...
What's wrong?
Well, if it's what I think it is, then horrible things were done for this research.
It's getting pretty horrible here too! Master,
What was created
concentrate!
from Project Homunculus? Ooh, I'm gonna say the Kanai Ward's residents.
Must be it! I knew it. It's hard to believe. But
So
it's
what,
the
like
truth.
everybody we've met is a copy of somebody
Project
else?
Homunculus was an effort to create homunculi out of all the residents in Kanai Ward.
All of them?
After Amaterasu was outdone by their rival, they started searching for suitable DNA in every possible
Does that
way.
mean that the Blank Week mystery, like when people came to and everything was destroyed, are they the homunculi? Like, were they replaced at that
That's
moment?
what the blood tests were for. They created homunculi out of every citizen in town.
Except they said it was a failure.
Even if a few failed, all they needed was one successful specimen. That was the purpose behind Project Homunculus.
So, what happened after that?
Well... Ah!
Master, you better concentrate!
What happened as a result? Oh boy, the Blank Week mystery? Was that before or after?
This must be it!
I think that's wrong. Oh no, that was
In the
right,
end,
okay.
Project Homunculus was a failure. And as a result, the Blank Week mystery occurred. The defective homunculi from the experiment were responsible for that event.
Ah, okay.
I'll get straight to the point. Project Homunculus is a failure.
And that's why they had to... Oh! Wait a minute. Okay, so, like, we saw all the zombies. Does that mean that, like, all the residents... Because, like, Kurumi got knocked out as soon as there was sunlight. Does that mean that... Except that would be a success, except for the whole thing about, like, the sensitivity to sunlight. And that's why they told everybody to get back into their, like, houses as soon as the sun came out.
Something unexpected occurred in our efforts to find suitable
And then
DNA.
some of them just turn into straight zombies.
Although we successfully created homunculi, the results have been dubbed defective.
The event Kurumi mentioned, where the city was ruined while everyone slept. The destruction of the giant shutters of the lab where the experiment took place. All of that was caused when the defective homunculi attacked Kanai Ward.
An entire city was destroyed by defective homunculi, and no one's ever said a thing about it? And what is the Blank Week mystery anyway? How can a whole week pass in a single night?
Right. Those are the mysteries we need to unravel to get to the heart of the Blank Week. But I still haven't gathered my thoughts about it.
Uh-oh. Alright. I was afraid I was gonna have to, like, hit a button to, like,
The
QTE.
Mystery Labyrinth is getting testy! You have to give an answer now!
I know, but...
Then I'll help you. Let's lay it all out together!
Okay, all of Kanai Ward's residents were... G-A... Oh my gosh, why is it going so slow? I never use these things, do I? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna just start throwing stuff out because I'm not sure.
That's not it.
Nope, okay.
That's not it.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna fail. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. Replaced. Replaced. Ah, let me grab that L. Oh no, I just need the... No! Alright. Okay. So they were replaced. Okay. I was right.
Great job, Master! Awesome teamwork! Master?
They were all swapped during the blank week mystery.
Right, but who or what was swapped?
Everyone in Kanai Ward. Each resident was replaced by their homunculus. It happened during the blank week mystery.
Huh? Everyone? Come on, that couldn't have happened!
Yes, it's impossible. It's too ridiculous to think they all could be swapped with homunculi. That's nothing but a fantasy.
Huh? Which is the real Master?
So what happened to all of the other... Are they already dead? Are they all in those, like, corpse factories? Or have they been turned into meat buns already?
Obviously it's me.
Are they put into those... I guess they're put into those, like, egg-like chamber things that are in that gigantic... like, research facility.
The blank week mystery has nothing to do with homunculi. Your deduction is wrong. Everything you say is wrong.
Master! Master's getting closer!
I just said I'm the real one. No. You're wrong. They couldn't have been swapped. Impossible. It's a fantasy you made up. All of it. All of it, all of it, all of it!
Oh boy, uh-oh. Okay.
Everything you say is wrong!
Oh, okay. I guess the only things I can do are impossible and you're wrong. There's got to be a contradiction somewhere. You got to find it and repel it. Okay. Well, I mean, there's only two options it could be.
You're wrong. The trigger is locked.
That clang doesn't hold up! No! There's proof they switched! No, that's a lie! It's all made up! Residents were swapped with homunculi?
I jumped too soon.
That's impossible! Something else caused the blank week. Everyone was drugged and knocked out! Every resident fell asleep. So, there's a gap in their memories. That's why the memories connect across that week. That's impossible if they were swapped. If they were swaps, they'd be different beings. Their memories would be totally different too.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff
Their
I could...
memories shouldn't be linked.
There's a lot of stuff I could argue against here. Okay.
But
Even I can't believe all the residents got swapped with homunculi. I mean, no one said anything about it, and they all have memories that go way back.
But
Maybe that's not surprising. It was all explained in the report left behind. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Yuma.
residents were...
Physical peculiar and details concerning memory. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be that one.
swapped with homunculi?
Now I just have to pick the right thing to rebut
That's
here.
impossible! Something else caused the blank week. Everyone was drugged and knocked out! Every resident fell asleep. So, there's a gap in their memories. That's why the memories connect across that week.
I could do that one, but I think there's another one.
That's impossible if they were swapped. If they were swaps, they'd be different beings.
That one, maybe? No, shit. Okay. Damn it. Alright. Okay, I know the game is like directly telling me what I gotta pick.
That's impossible! Something else caused the blank week. Everyone was drugged and knocked out. Every resident fell asleep. So, there's a gap in their memories.
That's why the memories connect across that week.
That's
Possible if they were swapped.
If they were swaps, they'd be different beings.
Their memories would be totally different.
Oh, here we
too.
go. That's the one I want to do. Yes? Oh my god.
The memories shouldn't be linked.
Oh, fuck.
Residents were swapped with homunculi?
That's
Impossible! Something else caused the blank week. Everyone was drugged and knocked out.
every
Resident fell asleep. So, there's a gap in their memories. That's why the memories
memories connect.
across that week
That's impossible if they
were swapped. If they were swapped,
swaps, they'd be different beings. Their memories would be totally different too. I'll slash through this mystery. A homunculus retains all the memories their original had when their DNA was first extracted. That's why the specimens created by the experiment also have memories from before the blood test. It explains how their memories are linked. No, your reasoning is obviously wrong. They can inherit memories? What about the week no one remembers? If memories are kept after swapping,
Owie!
There wouldn't be a gap in their memories. The blank week is part of every resident's memory. This fact proves it. Nothing swapped places with the residents.
Okay. If their memories were inherited, then there shouldn't be a gap in them. And I doubt all the residents had amnesia for a week.
No.
No, maybe it is possible everyone lost their memories.
Then...
Really? Then do you have evidence to prove it? Take another look at solution keys. Alright. This one I'm not too sure. Okay, it just says Desu Hiko's investigation yielded this report about homunculus research, but doesn't tell me what it is. Shoot, I'm not sure. Maybe just homunculus research, but it doesn't tell me what the homunculus research is exactly. I'll just have to go with that.
What about the week no one remembers? If memories are...
Oh, I could just check. Can I check the, No, I can't, can I? I was like, I want to look at the solution key in a little bit more detail. Oh, here it is. Okay. There we go. Homunculus research. Human beings created from from human cells. DNA extracted from human that will serve as a base, used to cultivate human cells. Unlike clones, they don't need to be grown from fetuses, and genetic data from the time of collection is replicated. It is an artificial human whose age, sex, and appearance have been perfectly copied. Okay, when they're berserk, they lose all reason and memories. If left in the berserk state, they eventually die and return as zombies. Okay. Oh, Karumi's father did not take the blood test in the midst of the blank week mystery that occurred. He and the others who did not take the test went missing. Okay, that could be it, maybe? I'm actually not too sure about this one. I'll have to look through it again. I'll pick the blood test for now.
Swapping.
Oh, God, it got me again.
Be a gap in their memories. The blank week is part of every resident's memory. This fact proves it. Nothing swapped places with the residents.
I really don't know with this one. It's probably super easy, but...
No.
Then...
No, they're going on. No, I don't think it's that one. I think it's the homunculus research. So we'll go with that one.
Memories? What about the week no one remembers? If memories are kept after swapping, there wouldn't be a gap in their memories.
I'll go with that one. Nope. Damn it.
Speaking of which...
Come to think of it, Dr. Weska talked about Kanai's ward homunculus in that video. Oh, let's look at the solution key. Oh, maybe it...
They can inherit memories? What about the week no one remembers? If memories are kept after swapping, there wouldn't be a gap in their memories.
Maybe defective? Ah, that one, okay. As soon as he said, okay, I'm glad he mentioned about the fact that about the video, Dr. Weska's video. Oh my gosh, why did that one stump me so bad?
Defective homunculi go berserk in sunlight. They lose all sense of reason as well as their memories. The sunlight made them go wild as soon as they were born, wiping their
that's
memories
right.
during that time.
That's right, I'm dumb. Because they didn't do the rain until after like the thing was seen as a failure when Makoto showed up and installed that rain cloud making machine.
There was sunlight shining through the lab. Maybe it was to test if the creatures had overcome that weakness, but the experiment failed.
In a previous experiment, a defective
to
homunculus
sunlight.
was exposed and
Right.
died.
Right.
Trying to adjust for it worked
Sunlight made
against
them
us.
more violent.
Made them even more violent. And
They went berserk and attacked Kanai Ward. When they eventually returned to their senses, their memories were reset to before the blood test. An entire week had passed by then.
Oh, I feel so dumb. It's so obvious in retrospect.
But since none of them remembered what happened, the week felt like a single day to them.
That's what caused the Blank Week mystery? What's with him? Why is he laughing? I don't believe it. Everyone in Kanai Ward is a homunculus?
Yeah, there's no mistake. This city is a city of homunculi.
Well, I guess it's gonna have to be stuck.
Buzzhead too?
It's gonna be stuck like this forever, right? Like, unless we can somehow fix them.
But no one mentioned anything like that. How'd they manage to hide it?
We'll just have to keep them in the rain forever. They'll have to just be blissfully unaware.
They've been replaced by homunculi either. That's because they lost those memories when they emerged as homunculi and went wild.
And what happened to the original residents? The
Right?
ones who first
Yes.
lived in Kanai
Meat
Ward?
pies. They're meat pies.
I think they're gone.
What do you mean, gone?
When the defective homunculi went berserk and attacked Kanai Ward, the original residents died.
Oh.
All of them.
Okay, they died before then.
They're all dead?
That explains how the homunculi replaced their originals after they returned to their senses. By the time the homunculi regained consciousness, the originals were gone. With the exception of
they
those
do
like
feed on
Cody's
human flesh,
grandfather,
right?
Who refused the blood test and vanished completely. That's because those who didn't have their DNA extracted had no homunculus to replace them.
So if they were killed without a substitute in place, they were considered missing.
This is pretty cool, though. I like how this is all coming together.
This is the tragedy that befell Kanai Ward 3 years ago. That's the truth behind the Blank Week mystery.
The city is falling apart!
You destroyed it. You exposed the mystery behind the city. You are an uninvited guest here. You're the enemy, but it's not over yet. You still haven't reached the truth behind this city. I won't let it happen. I will shelter the mystery of Kanai Ward.
I'm wondering why. Like, why is my character so... Like, who is Yuma exactly? That's what I want to know. That's the big mystery to me. Is he number one? Is he a homunculus of number one? Except he looks nothing like number one, so maybe the true number one. Maybe he was working for Amaterasu, maybe he was working for the other corporation.
Swapping places is just in your head.
Oh, it got me. Oh,
You
I
have
got
no
it.
proof a switch even took place.
Do I not have proof?
There's zero evidence for that.
Alright, I'm gonna focus on that because I feel like that is what I'm gonna have to.
The homunculi were destroyed after the experiment.
Maybe that? Except no, there
The hands of the researchers who saw failures.
there was a bunch that were still in that village, though.
That's why it's impossible. Homunculi would have attacked the city. No one was killed by the homunculi.
Oh boy, there's a whole bunch of stuff I feel like I could, let's see. And on the corpse, the unmanned factory, doctor's confession video. Wait, no, I wanted to see the information. Yeah, there we go. At the end of the recording, he's shown being killed by a defective homunculus. So that's the thing that we have to argue.
Say,
It's hard to tell through all the static, but the issue is whether or not the people of Kanai Ward were killed. If your deduction is correct, then the homunculi slaughtered the original residents, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're confirming. I just have to prove that they were killed or someone was killed by a homunculus. Then they took the places of the originals without being aware of it themselves.
yeah, that's right.
Look, I keep telling you. Swapping places is just in your head. You have no proof a switch even took place.
There's zero evidence for that. The homunculi were destroyed after the experiment. At the hands of the researchers who saw
Failures. That's why it's impossible.
homunculi were the
Attacked the city. No one was killed by the homunculi. This is the truth. Dr. Wesker left a video journal discussing the conclusions of Project Homunculus. It clearly shows the doctor dying at the hands of a defective homunculus who went out of control. But we met the doctor at Amaterasu's lab, even though he should have been dead already. The fact that we met him after he died proves he and the other citizens were all replaced by homunculi.
I see. So the doctor at the lab was also a swapped out homunculus.
That's why he didn't know about the results of the experiment. And also why he knew nothing about the blank week mystery.
He didn't even remember the terrible things he did.
He caused the city's greatest tragedy. But maybe what little conscience he had left urged him to leave evidence. No, not yet. I refuse to give up. I have to protect Kanai Ward!
Why does the other master want to protect
Right?
Kanai Ward so badly?
Right? Maybe, okay, he's got to be connected to Makoto in some way, right? Because Makoto's the one who's like, I love Kanai Ward. We never see Makoto's face, so maybe, oh, wait a minute. Is Makoto maybe, am I a homunculi of Makoto, not number one? They both kind of have silvery hair, and he hides his face. So maybe that's it, because I would have the same memories and, like, the obsession with wanting to protect Kanai Ward? Maybe?
You don't fully understand it yet. You know nothing
Because the
about
thing is,
Kanai Ward.
they look exactly the same, right? But we don't actually know
do
what
you know
Makoto looks
about
like.
its darkness.
Oh, what is the reason for the unending rain in Kanai Ward? Well, we know this, right?
Master, cut it to pieces!
Oh, shoot, why? Why? Ah! I was hitting X. Hitting X.
You don't fully understand it yet. You know nothing about Kanai Ward. What do you know about its darkness?
Master, watch out! Master, cut it to pieces!
The rain clouds covered Kanai Ward to block out sunlight, which homunculi are vulnerable to. The homunculi stopped their attack thanks to the clouds covering the city.
Master, don't let him get away! You gotta finish this!
That hypocrite! I'll expose him for who he is. We're not done yet. The city's darkness goes even deeper.
Where did Kanai's Ward dead end up? The rural village.
This is the answer! The dead in Kanai Ward are transported to the abandoned village, a restricted area. Whenever a defective homunculus revives, its intelligence decreases, turning it into a zombie.
Okay, that's why, it all comes together. That's why Amaterasu is so quick about, like, getting rid of the bodies, because... Like, do the Peacekeepers know about this? Or, like, are they just told to do that? Because they say the whole day about, like, oh, it's the rain. you know, the rain like decomposes the body, so we got to get rid of them, but they are actually dumped there because like once a body, like they're not actually dead.
The city would have been overrun with zombified homunculi if the bodies were left alone. That's why the bodies have been getting sent to the abandoned village.
Peacekeepers always tried to get rid of the bodies as fast as possible.
And they said that the people who transport them,
zombies?
they said that the people who transport them don't know what they're doing.
No, they were probably just following orders. They were told that bodies in this city rot quickly. The people of Kanai Ward, including the Peacekeepers, didn't know that they're all homunculi. It must also be the reason why they were so strict about keeping this place isolated from the outside world.
We've got you now! There's nowhere to run, Master!
I told you, that's not me! You think that's enough to defeat me? You think that's enough to expose Kanai Ward's darkness?
Like, this is definitely Makoto, right? Slash me. That even sounds like Makoto a little bit, doesn't it?
More.
Maybe I'm just.
More.
Maybe I just think it is.
Darkness goes far deeper than that.
Where's the source of nutrition? The meat buns!
This is the answer!
Right? Because homunculus eat human flesh, they have to eat meat buns. But is that only when they turn into zombies, or is that just to get rid of the bodies because they would overwhelm
the people in Kanai
the
Ward
village if they
love their meat buns.
Yeah.
You know what they're made of, don't you? The main source of nutrients for homunculi
Yes,
is
okay.
human flesh. That's why everyone craved those meat buns so much.
So they don't have to be zombies. They don't have to turn into zombies to want the flesh.
Warning. Homunculi are predisposed to eating human flesh in order to maintain the artificial organic synthesis in their cells. Currently, there are no alternate sources of nutrition, and they grow sick if they do not consume human flesh.
It all makes sense.
That's a primal instinct homunculi can never defy.
What are you? Mystery phantoms are supposed to prevent mysteries from being exposed. And yet, it's like you're guiding me to the truth.
It's not just the meat buns. Residents of Kanai Ward also have other characteristics. Of course, I'm sure you've already noticed them.
A bomb?
He's trying to boom kill you, but you can defuse it by solving the mystery.
You've seen it time and time again. You should already know this.
It's the thing about the sound, right?
They're physical abnormalities. It's another part of Kanai Ward's darkness.
Physical abnormalities?
Let's go, Master.
They're like bleeding from the eyes. Well, no, that's when they turn into zombies. The sunlight, right? Kanai Ward's blank blood. Oh, pink. I thought that I thought that that was just like a, you know, a nod to Danganronpa on the fact like maybe to for like censorship. I just assumed that that's why the blood was pink. I didn't even make that connection. I was just so used to I wonder if that was like if this is kind of a joke for people who play Danganronpa. It's just like it's not explained in the world why the blood is pink. It just is. But so I think like for people who play that game and come to this, they don't even bat an eye about it, but it's actually something abnormal. Hmm.
Huh? Pink blood?
She's like, is that weird?
Hey! Everyone did have pink blood! I think too used to it.
That's gotta be like an inside joke, right? I love that if that's
Now that
the
I think
case.
about it, it's really abnormal.
And both of them are just like, oh, we just thought that's how it was in this world.
Blood being pink instead of red is obviously strange.
They're just really rubbing it in, aren't they?
That's right. From the very beginning, I thought something was off. Since I first saw a corpse in this city, I had my suspicions about the color of the blood here. Is that a real corpse? It's not some mannequin, is it? This blood is real? How? Why? I figured it was due to Shinigami haunting me. Like it was somehow changing the way I see things. Shinigami, you don't feel anything after seeing this body?
You're asking me how I feel about death? Well, let me tell ya, this is totally ordinary. I was just saying there was nothing odd about there being a corpse. The color of human blood doesn't matter to me.
But why didn't the other master detectives mention anything about the color? It wasn't mentioned at all while I was investigating crime scenes with Halara.
Are they homunculi as well? Do they live in Kanai Ward?
Oh, right! Maybe...
The rain sure has changed things around here. Both the city and the people, too. Supposedly, there's something in the rain that messes with our bodies and the environment. But it's all hearsay.
It could be because Chief Yako said the rain affects things. In fact, maybe it wasn't just the master detectives. Chief Yako and the other people in town. Maybe they all believed it too. For example, they could have said there were some chemical properties in the rain that causes blood to change color. In that case, people wouldn't find it strange that their blood was pink.
Yes, homunculi have pink blood. Maybe
All right, so that confirms that everybody in Danganronpa is a homunculi. It's going all the way back. It's rewriting everything.
Now, you're finally seeing the big picture. I've been waiting for this!
Master's Mystery Phantom sure doesn't seem scared of these mysteries being solved. Anyway, we gotta beat him! Otherwise, you'll get caught in its destruction!
Fine. Let's end this. It's time to expose the truth of Kanai Ward's ultimate
Oh
secret.
shit. Wow, okay, we're doing this already? Okay.
It's over!
I feel like it's not over. I feel like we still have a long ways to go before it's actually over.
You? You think you can do it?
Oh, okay. This is, no. It's like the last one, right? Like, we thought it was over and then there was, like, more afterwards. Like, we still haven't even talked to Makoto yet. Oh, okay, we are doing the, deduction denouement, but this isn't going to be everything. Surely not. There's still so many answers we don't have yet. Okay, so what was being researched? Caused defective homunculi to go berserk. Okay, you got Dr. Weska and the homunculi. Okay, so yeah, the homunculi are on those little pods. Yeah, this is a really short one, too. This is just the thing about the Kanai's ultimate secret, but there's still so much other stuff we need to know. And the fact that, like, number 1 also knew about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret as well.
And that's a wrap, folks!
It's not, no.
I do these recaps out of kindness, you know. I'm just saying, it'd be nice to get a little appreciation.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was all a part of your process or something.
Anyway, time to boom kill this mystery phantom.
Let's expose all the facts and finish this once and for all. It's time for the very last deduction denouement! It all started 10 years ago. The UG tasked both its own research facility and Amaterasu Corp to conduct homunculus research.
They were trying to create an immortal army of homunculi that could just come back to life, right? If that happened, the Death Gods would be out of a job!
By having the two organizations compete with each other, they hoped to rush development along. And it was the UG's research facility that managed to create a homunculus first. That drove Amaterasu into a panic. So, 3 years ago, Project Homunculus was conducted under Dr. Weska's direction.
Acting like they were just testing for a contagious disease, they took blood from all the people in Kanai Ward. They were turning the town upside down, trying to find DNA that would help them make homunculi. They got beat to the punch and were rushing for results. Huge death flag, if you ask me.
Ultimately, the experiment was a failure. And their efforts resulted in nothing more than a mass of defective homunculi. Defective homunculi have 2 fatal flaws. 1. They revive after death with fully repaired bodies, but their minds deteriorate and they become zombies.
2. Sunlight whips them into a bloody frenzy, but they won't remember what they did afterwards. It's kinda like when an alcoholic corporate drone with a lot of pent-up stress gets a picture at the company party.
I'm not sure that's really the same. Anyway, the newly created defective homunculi were exposed to sunlight and immediately went on a rampage. They attacked Kanai Ward and murdered all of the residents.
A certain masked man then created a rain cloud generator by making some extreme modifications to a public bathhouse. He covered the whole city with those clouds.
The rain clouds blocked out the sun and brought the defective homunculi out of their berserk state.
Their memories reverted back to when their blood had been drawn 1 week before.
The blank week mystery refers to the period where they went out of control and lost their memories. So basically, Kanai Ward's ultimate secret is...
3 years ago, the defective homunculi of all Kanai Ward residents murdered their human counterparts. Exposed to sunlight at the very moment of their creation, they went berserk and wiped out the entire city. Rain clouds then blocked out the sun, and their human memories returned.
The defective homunculi have no idea they're not human. And they continue on to this day in this land of never-ending rain. They just live their lives, happily munching away on human flesh-filled buns.
The pink blood wasn't caused by the rain. It's actually conclusive evidence that every resident is a homunculus!
This is the truth behind Kanai Ward's ultimate secret!
Oh, that's gotta be Makoto, who somehow is in... Wait, what? Oh, he's got the sword! He's got the sword! he's able to come into the Mystery Labyrinth. And he's got a sword too. Hold up. I'm Makoto. Makoto is me. Confirmed, right? Right? It has to be. It has to be. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Emily Hornsby, Zoran Ether, Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, Icognito, Harry Gazif, and Jared Fan.